Hey Refreshers, Nicole Lauren, Home Refreshing Style. So I am so excited. I'm doing happy dances about this topic. It is literally something that I'm so passionate about. I am going to talk to you today about the top 5 things that you need to be successful. You are going to want to stay tuned until the end of this video because I'm going to share a secret with you guys and you're going to like sit back in your chair and be like, well, when she puts it like that, I'm telling you, it's going to be life-changing. You don't want to miss out on life-changing, do you? So last week I did a video on the top things that we set ourselves up for failure every time, right? Like no one wakes up in the morning and they're like, I want to fail today, right? Like we do it. And go check out that video if you want to see all the reasons how we do it to ourselves every single day and every single time until you realize how you need to change it to be successful. So the first thing for me, and I'm going to use my business as my reference because it's literally something that I am so passionate about. It's something that I have had to overcome lots of mental obstacles. I can't even say that like I had to go through a lot of physical like obstacles yet, thank God, and I know they'll come, but it was all a mental game for me. So for me, I had to go through a lot of mental obstacles, and for me, the number one thing that I've always had to stay true on to be successful is you have to have the vision. So like get your little notebooks out and write like vision at the top of your paper, because if you don't have a vision on what you want to do, what are you doing? Like answer it. What are you doing? You have to have a clear vision. And by vision, I mean like the dream, like dream it. Like what are your big girl dreams? Like what is the vision? What is the dream? What is the goal for it? What is like, if you had a whiteboard and you could just fill it all up and I said, take every inch of that whiteboard and just write it. Write your vision, draw your vision. Tell me the goals, tell me the dreams. Tell me what you're daydreaming about on that topic. Go. Okay? Those should be filled. And that shouldn't just be like a sentence. That should be like pages upon pages. That should be dreams upon dreams. And that should be a full whiteboard of stuff. So you've got to get your vision together because you can't create something that you don't see. You can't create something that you haven't dreamt about. So daydream about it. Spend a good amount of time daydreaming about it. I mean, most people, there is some statistic out there that like before we actually create a dream and create our vision, so we spend years dreaming about it. Like that's just insane to me to hear. Like years dreaming about it. I know for me it's true. Like I had this dream to start Home Refreshing Style like years before it actually happened. But I had the vision. I had the dream. And I actually I have like fuzz from my sweater. I'm not just sweating at you. I had the vision and I had the dream well before I actually took action on it. So get that vision together, right? Once you get that vision together, you got to jump, okay? And I explain it like this. You know when you're a kid and like you're going out and you're at the swimming pool, either your own or the community pool, and you go out and like everybody's watching and they're like, okay, Nicole, it's your turn, like go. You see the diving board and you stand at the edge of the diving board, right? And you're one of two people. You either stay at the edge and you just stand there and you're like, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. And then you like tiptoe and then you just jump. Or you're like me where I have to do everything fast. So I got to the diving board and I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. I can't do it. Can I do this? And I'm just going to run and I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to, ah! And then I jump in the pool. Right? And then before you know it, you're laughing in the pool. You have to just jump. You have to just jump, even if it means you jump screaming with your eyes closed, like you're jumping into a pool of water with everyone looking at you. You're going to jump. You're going to make a splash. You're going to land. You're going to land. And you're going to end up laughing and smiling. We overthink it in our head, right? Like when I'm on that diving board, what was I debating? What was I doing? I don't even know. Like, the pool's not going anywhere. Am I thinking if it's going to be cold, if it's going to be hot, or if my bathing suit's going to fly up over my head? Like, I don't even know. The chances are you don't even know what you're thinking, you know? And if you do, it doesn't matter. Just close your eyes, pretend you're 6 years old again on that diving board. Just run, jump, scream with your eyes closed and land in that pool and come up laughing, okay? That's what I want you to do is jump. And in jumping also means doing it. Like you're gonna do it. You're gonna jump and you're gonna do it and you're gonna do it before you're ready. If we waited till we were ready, we would never jump off the diving board, right? Like we have to either be pushed. That's the other person. There's always that one person that doesn't want to jump and someone just pushes them. So if you have that person to help push you off that diving board and push you to jump, then you better find that person, because you've got to jump and you've got to just do it. You've got to do it before you're ready. Do it before you have all the answers. You've just got to do it, okay? Jump. And I literally now I just want to see like videos. I want to go find videos of myself, because I do it every time. Like even to this day as an adult, I jump into the pool screaming with my eyes closed. I do it every time. So word to get from this video is jump into anything, like your 6-year-old self or your 35-year-old self jumping with your eyes closed screaming. It's more fun that way, right? It's more entertaining. So number 3, you've got to believe in yourself. Okay, so we've got the vision. We've got that we're going to jump. And then we've got to believe. You have to believe in yourself, because I'm going to tell you a little secret. Are you ready? No one else is going to believe in you. And there's going to be a few people that have the belief and give you the support, okay? And you're going to find your people, and you know, they're going to be supportive. They're going to be friends. They're going to be family. They're going to believe in you. They're going to believe in you. You've got to believe in your own self. And what I mean by that is everyone can support you. Everyone can be a cheerleader. But if you don't believe in yourself, what are you even doing? All those visions and dreams that you have on that whiteboard, they can't come true, because no one else is going to believe in you if you can't believe in yourself first. So you need to have the belief that you can do it. And as many times that you get knocked down, you are going to get back up. You can bet your butt that your girl here got knocked down and was discouraged and had some tears some days because my belief was shaken. Like I started to not believe in myself. Like, oh my gosh, I have one person viewing my video and I want like 100,000 people watching my video. You've got to believe in yourself, because when you believe in yourself, that is the energy that you put off. People comment, I have an itch. People comment all the time on my energy. Like, girl, how do you do it? I'm like, look at this closet. I'm so excited. And you guys better follow these rules so you can kick butt today. And then it's like my hot mess life of like, my kid just called me bro. I've got this energy about me, right? It's this energy that I get so pumped and so excited. It's because I believe in everything I'm talking about. It's because I believe in that closet. I believe that you are worthy of those black velvet hangers. I believe you can declutter. I believe you can start your own business. And I believe you could be a good mama. I believe. You have to believe in yourself. That's where the energy comes from. That's where the passion comes from. That is where the support will come from. You must believe in yourself. You must believe in yourself, okay? So you got your vision, you got it on your whiteboard, you got it in your book, you got it in your brain that you're gonna write down right now because Nicole's telling you to. You got that vision, you're jumping off that diving board, and you got your belief. Okay, so what's number 4? So if you're thinking, what's number 4? Number 4 is you need to find your community, because you need to collaborate, okay? So we can create our own visions, okay? We can jump ourselves and we can believe. But then the power is in community, and it's in collaboration. So we weren't meant to do life alone. We can have our own dreams, we can have our own visions, but we were not meant to do life alone. We were just not. And I think there's a common misconception, I talk about it in a lot of my other videos, that people are in competition with each other instead of collaborating with each other. I'm going to say it again for the people way in the back that need to turn Nicole's loud volume up. Okay? Turn me up. Turn it all the way up. Okay? So I'm going to yell it, and I want your volume to be on so you can hear it. We were not meant to compete with each other. We were meant to collaborate with each other. There's power in numbers. There is power. It even got my dog up. There's power in numbers. There is power in having 5 people who got your back instead of being the only one who's got your back. There's power in looking at somebody who's doing what you're doing and thinking, I'm not here to compete with her. I am going to collaborate because we both have the same goal. We both have the same vision. Why wouldn't we team up? Why wouldn't we do something together? Why wouldn't we promote each other? Why wouldn't we help each other up? We're so focused all the time about like thinking that it's a threat or thinking we got to compete. okay? Like, I don't compete with the mamas at the school that are on the PTA. Those mamas are saints, and I love them. I love them, and they know me. They know me that I am busy and I can't make it there. And I will reach out to them and see how I can help in my own busy life way. I don't try to be like them. I don't try to compete with other organizers. I try to collaborate. And in that, find people, like-minded people who share your vision that you can collaborate with. But the community piece of that, guys, is you've got to find your people. You've got to find who's going to sit at your table with you. You've got to. You've got to find who's in your circle. Because not everyone, and I know, like, grab the tissues and, like, sit down for this one. It's a big one. Not everybody's going to sit at your table. Not everyone's going to sit at your table. Not everyone is your person. You're not going to have everybody in your circle. You're not going to have everyone supporting you, and you're not going to have everyone be your cheerleaders. But what's important to notice and to, like, literally observe is find your people, find your circle, and embrace that. There's going to be like-minded people out there who share the same visions as you, and there's going to be people out there who will cheer you on. You just have to find them. And it's hard. It's a hard reality. And here, I'm going to tell you a little personal thing, because I've seen a lot of posts about this lately. When you become successful in whatever it is your goal is here, okay? In me, it was my business. Sometimes the people that are the closest to you are not the people that support you. Sometimes when you dive in and you jump into something new, you have a transition of people in your life. And I thought too much into it and I got my feelings hurt. But I think if you look at it like, not everyone's going to grow with you. Not everyone's going to grow with you. You are taking a leap of faith. You are taking your vision and you are jumping and you're believing. And there's certain people who are not your people who don't grow with you, and that is okay. And if you are around people who aren't growing with you, you are going to get held back. So it's a good idea to do reflection. It's a good idea to be observant about that and to see who is actually filling your cup up, who is actually sharing your stuff, who is supporting you. And it sometimes is hurtful. I cannot tell you. I've talked to so many business owners and they're like, the people who I thought were going to support me the most are, and like complete strangers have got my back and I've gotten close to them. That's how it happens, because it happens with anything, guys. If you're not doing something new and you're not like taking that vision and taking that goal and taking that jump and taking that belief and finding your community, see, all that is shift. All that is change. You are literally shaking it up. You are taking the universe and you are saying, I'm going to do something new today. I'm here. Nicole is here. I'm doing something. I'm trying something. I got the vision. I got the dream. I'm going to jump. I'm going to believe, and I'm going to find my people. Your people are going to change. You're changing. You're shifting. You're doing something, right? So I think if you expect the change, and you expect not everyone to grow with you, and you are open to finding your people, even if that means someone new and something new, you're okay with that because you're starting something new. You're starting something new, so of course, you know, stuff's going to change. You're shifting things up. It's like, what is that thing, like the kids when they were little at the beach? I used to love it. It's like the sand sifter, right? Like, you're putting a bunch of sand in here and you're sifting through it. And like, I can't believe I didn't think of this analogy before. Some of like the bigger shells and like the rocks and stuff, they're going to stay on the surface, right? But like some of the sand goes through. So not all your people are going to go with you because they're all different shapes. They don't see where you're going. You're going through all those cracks and you're starting something new, right? They're not all going to go with you. So it's like the sand sifter. I'm so excited to think of it like that. So take your dreams and your visions and put it in the sand sifter. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but I'm going to find out and put the link below of a sand sifter. Put your goals and dreams on there. And sometimes like all the sands come in and some people follow and all the ideas are settling, but there's going to be certain things. There's going to be certain people that they don't make it through. But what you're going to find at the bottom is all that sand is what you get to build with it. right? Like what you get to build with that sand. You get to build a sandcastle. You get to build an empire. You get to build new things with all of that sand that did come with you and all that new stuff you're going to have. Like I kind of like that analogy. I hope it makes sense to you because I was just excited about it. But you got to be okay. You got to be okay with that transition. And that is something that I wish someone would have told me. And that's why I'm telling you this, because I think you should expect it. No one told me to accept that some of my friends that I had prior to my business were never going to speak to me again. And I'm not joking. No one prepared me for that. No one prepared me for the people who literally on social media share my posts, the people who trust me in their house, the people who support me every single day, who are like, what is she doing next? Like the people who follow me and support me in this journey are not my friends that I had before. And I wish I was prepared for that, because if you're not, you'll be like me and you cry a little bit about it and you like say, well, why? Like why? Why? Because I'm not like that. Like if my friends are succeeding, I am like, yes, let's do this. And I'm like sharing, I'm obnoxious. I'm like sharing it and I'm like, oh my gosh, trust this girl. And I'm like texting them like, I'm so proud of you. Like my heart gets like filled and it's like an explosion of happiness. But not everybody responds the same way. Not everybody responds like that. So I'm going to tell you, find your people, find your community, and expect a transition. Expect a transition when you do it. And then number 5. So let's recap. We've got our vision, okay, our dreams, our goals. We're going to jump. We're just going to jump and do it. Jump with our eyes closed, screaming. We're going to believe in ourselves, right? We're going to find our community and we're going to collaborate and find our people, okay? And number 5 is we're going to have grace with ourselves. And this is a big one. That's why this is last, okay? Grace. Oh, so I have a pretty big faith. And I won't get into all that, whatever you believe in. But grace, right? Grace is giving yourself a okay and a room for error and loving yourself anyway. So what I mean by that is you're going to mess up. You are going to make so many mistakes. You are going to fall straight on your hiney. You are going to cry sometimes. You are going to feel like giving up. You are going to kick and scream like a 2-year-old. You're going to be up till 3 a.m. with all these ideas. And you're like, why didn't I think of these ideas at 3 p.m. instead of 3 a.m.? You're going to have those moments and you've got to learn to give yourself grace. Because if not, you're going to take those mistakes and you're going to give up. Or you're going to take those mistakes and you're just going to be in a downward spiral. You are going to take your mistakes and instead of learning and growing from them, you are literally going to be like, I can't do it. Can't do it. And grace is like anything else, guys. Like grace is something that we've got to work at. We've got to learn to give ourselves grace. So I remember one of my first major mistakes, I remember I got so down on myself and I was like, how could I do that? Like, how could you actually do that, Nicole? Like, what is happening? How can you do that? And then I remember being mad at myself for like 5 days and wasting good energy on like being mad at myself. Like I was pissed off at myself because I made a mistake. And now I'm like, I'm never going to make that mistake again. And if I didn't make that mistake once, then I wouldn't know. You learn from it. You have to have a lesson. I remember, and I tell this story all the time, I remember when I first started my business, and I'm not talking about for like a month. I'm talking like for a while. I wasn't doing home assessments. And like some people are like, girl, how are you doing that? You know how I was doing that? I was talking to you on the phone and then I was knocking on your door and I was showing up with no product, not even seeing your space. And I was like, okay, let's do this. We did it. But like it wasn't efficient. And I learned the hard way because I had like a stage 10 hoarder that told me she didn't have that much stuff. So my point is I needed to make those mistakes. But when I made that mistake, do you know what I did with it? I changed it and I implemented something new. Like I didn't say, oh my gosh, my business is ruined. Why did I do that? No, I just saw that system wasn't working and I tried something else. I gave myself grace. With that. And it also is good to give yourself grace when it comes to every aspect, that not only mistakes you make, but you need to give yourself grace up here. Because this is where all the problems start, at least for Nicole. So if you're not physically making a mistake, you're mentally making a mistake. And you need to go watch the other video about how we set ourselves up to fail, because give you a little recap. We care what other people think, we're comparing, and we are doubting. We have all that going on in our head, and if we're not careful, it will literally kill our dream. It will kill your vision. So you have to have grace with yourself in every way, shape, or form. When you have those thoughts, you have to learn to shift them. Sometimes it takes a couple of days for me to have a mind shift, and then when I do, I'm like, what were you doing? Nicole, you don't got time for that. You don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. So you got your visions and your dreams. You're going to jump off that diving board and just do it. You're going to believe in yourself each and every time. You're going to find your community and collaborate, and then you're going to give yourself grace. Those are your 5 tips, okay? Those were my 5 tips in a little summary on like literally how to start your dream. And in my case, it was my business. So the secret is, you want to know? You want to know? Are you ready? Like, are you ready? Secret is out, okay? These 5 tips on how to succeed, and I said my business, they go for anything you are doing in life. I'm going to say it again. It's anything. So I know that this whole time, maybe you were thinking like, okay, I can start my business with these 5 tips on how to be successful, but it's how to be successful with anything. So if you are in a relationship, or if you are newly single and you are thinking about a relationship that you want to be in and how you want to go into that relationship, if you are looking at a personality trait and you have a goal and a dream of how you want to get there, if you are going for a job interview, if you are starting a new health journey, if you are starting to eat clean, if you are starting to work out, it fits. You have the goal and the vision. You jump into it. You believe in yourself. You find your community and you give yourself grace. You're trying to lose 20 pounds and do a workout. Get the vision board. I want to work out. I want to eat clean. I want to fit in my pants again. I want to fit in that itsy bitsy teeny weeny red polka dot bikini. Okay? I want to fit into those things again. I want to feel happy in my own skin. I want to be healthy. I don't want to be out of breath lugging the groceries up 5 flights of stairs. Like, I want to be healthy. Those are all your visions and your dreams and your goals. Then you're just going to jump. You're going to jump before you're ready because you're going to be intimidated going into whatever gym you're going into. You're going to feel intimidated because now you got to buy bananas and apples and nuts instead of Reese's ice cream and donuts, okay? You're going to be intimidated. You're going to think that you can't do this. You're going to overthink it in your head. I've tried this journey how many times before? I failed how many times before? You're just going to jump. You're just going to jump off the diving board. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to scream. And then you're going to believe in yourself. I am going to be able to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to be able to eat healthy. I'm going to take these nuts out and have them as a snack instead of donuts on my lunch break. I believe I can do this. I am going to believe that I can go to this gym and I can work out. I am going to find my community and I'm going to collaborate. I'm going to find my community of people that have like-minded goals and visions as I do. I'm going to find that gym that I can go to and get the support that I need. I am going to collaborate and hold myself accountable with like-minded people who have the same goals. I am going to give myself grace that if I'm doing so good, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night comes and I ate one little Reese, my life's not over. I'm human. I can still lose 20 pounds. I can still work out. I can still do this. You can fill this into anything in your life. You can fill it into anything in your life. Anything that you're wanting to do, these 5 things are what helped me be successful. And it's 5 things that I do when I'm going into any new goal, any new vision that I am having, even if it's something in a day, if it's something so small, you can break it down. If it's a project you're doing at work and you want to be successful at it, find the vision, find the goal, jump into it, believe in yourself, collaborate and get the community together and give yourself grace if you mess up. Vision, believe, jump, community, grace. Every time it works. So I am sharing that secret. Secret's out. Secret's out. The only thing left is for you guys to take the steps and do it so you don't fail, so you succeed. And most of this stuff happens up here. It happens up here. That is our biggest enemy, at least for me. I am an extremely emotional person, and it happens up here. So, what are you going to do? You going to go do your goal today? Get your little notebooks out. Get your whiteboards out. Get whatever it is out. And I want you to practice that. And I want to see in the comments whatever goal you are going through, whatever vision you are about to dive yourself into. I want you to write the 5 steps down and how they relate to your goal, because I want to see them and I want to support you in them. And I want to be a part of your journey. And I hope this helps you in your journey, and I hope you are motivated. And if you have stayed through to the very end, thank you. You guys are the real MVPs. And I had a question that somebody asked me that I want to answer for you. And the question was, I never think about these. I'm not really a planner. So somebody asked me, what's the weirdest snack that I eat? Like, what do you think is weird? And I'm hoping this isn't as weird as I think, because I've never actually really met someone who does this. Like, everybody that I tell to that I do this, they're like, you what? Okay, and now granted, let me tell you the question, and then I'll go into defending myself, because you have no idea what I'm talking about. So somebody asked me, and people ask me all the time, what is the weirdest snack that I eat? Like, what is something that, like, I eat that you think is weird? Like, we all think that, like, eating pickles with ice cream when you're pregnant is weird. I never did that. It is weird, but people crave it, I guess. But for myself, so I love peanut butter and jelly. Like, I'm absolutely obsessed with peanut butter and jelly. And I'm gluten-free, and gluten-free bread, let's be real, sucks. Like, I found a brand that I kind of like, Canyon, and it's okay, but, like, I dream of the days when I could take, like, regular sandwich bread and put the peanut butter and the jelly. Do you guys do that? Like, the peanut butter and then the jelly and then a sandwich and cut it? Because I do that now, but I used to take one piece. Side note, I'm squirreling. I used to take one piece and put, like, peanut butter on one side of the bread and then jelly, and then why did I stop doing that? And then fold it, and then you've got, like, the curve of the bread, and it was so good. I probably stopped doing that because you can't curve the gluten-free bread because it falls apart because of the texture. But whatever, back to my answer. So tell me I'm not weird, but I literally take a bowl and I put peanut butter in it and I put jelly in it and I eat it like ice cream. Like, I know peanut butter and jelly is not weird, but, like, does anybody else do that? Because I've never met anybody that I've told that to that they're like, that's weird. Like, my kids are like, Mom, there's bread. Like, put it on bread. That's so weird. Like, no. First of all, it's like I'm taking out the carb, right? And secondly, I don't really like gluten-free bread. But even when I could eat regular bread, I loved me a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich on, like, fresh bread. But, like, sometimes I just want the peanut butter and jelly in a bowl, like ice cream. So, like, I don't know. I hope that answers your question as to something weird that I eat. Like, I don't think there's anything else really weird that I eat. But tell me if it's weird or not. Like, I'm so curious. Do any of you actually put, like, peanut butter and jelly in the bowl and eat it with a spoon like ice cream? Peanut butter and jelly ice cream without the bread. Like, I don't know. Is that a thing? You'll have to tell me. Drop in the comments and let me know if that's a thing or if I am weird by eating it like that. I'm not going to stop either. And if you haven't tried it, trust me, go to your pantry right now and go take the peanut butter and go take the jelly and put it in the bowl, and on your spoon, take a little bit of peanut butter and a little bit of jelly, and it is like heaven in your mouth. It is so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed my silliness. I hope you guys enjoy my inspiration. I cannot wait to hear from you guys. You can check me out on Facebook and Instagram. If you liked everything you heard and you were inspired for more, be sure to go hit that red subscribe button, and I would love you to join me on this journey in your channel. Ring that bell so you guys never miss a beat or a basket or peanut butter and jelly with your girl, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.